Strength training versus hypertrophy, but which is better for muscle growth? First, let's talk about strength training. Strength training consists of 1 to 5 repetitions per set, because this is the most optimal way to build maximal strength. In a lower rep range, the rest periods are much longer compared to medium rep ranges, because of the amount of time to recover from heavier lifts. However, the longer amount of time between sets can improve overall muscle growth, according to Dr. Brad something, don't know how to say his last name. We carried out a study on well-trained lifters and compared 1 minute of rest to 3 minutes of rest on compound lifts for 3 sets of 8 to 12 rep max. The 3-minute rest group nearly doubled muscle mass compared to the 1-minute group. This shows us that the lower time of rest can cause a good pump but decrease the amount of volume that could be performed by giving the muscle enough recovery. This also means make sure you have enough rest time to complete all your lifts, whether it's in hypertrophy or strength. Low rep ranges, however, can cause fatigue. Now let's move on to hypertrophy. Hypertrophy consists of a rep range between 6 to 12 repetitions and is most effective for muscle growth because it doesn't cause as much fatigue, but there is a less risk of injury. What is hypertrophy? Muscle hypertrophy, otherwise known as muscle synthesis, is a process where the muscle gets bigger, mainly through sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. As long as you're pushing yourself on strength training and hypertrophy training, they're pretty equal within the amount of muscle growth. The only difference is strength training has a higher risk of injury and longer term fatigue, but improves overall strength compared to hypertrophy. All in all, I recommend splitting up your training dependent on what you want to achieve. If you want to achieve more hypertrophy or muscle growth, then I would stick between the 6 to 12 or 8 to 12 rep range. But always remember to keep high frequency and low frequency as well into your training. And you can do the same for strength training, just keeping the majority of your work in a lower rep range. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned something.